front of her at the old Dragonfly Courtyard is Will Wilson. Will Wilson is a native Navajo, Diné, and he's from Santa Fe. He teaches at the university school down there. What he does, I think, is quite interesting. Is he works with photography, and I'll do my best to try to interpret what his work is. But he has people come and sit down, and he does very traditional forms of photography. Excuse me, I have a couple of speaker notes. And he'll ask you to sit down and pose for him. And and he uses a large format camera with a historic wet plate collodion process. And what's interesting is, as an indigenous artist, he's sort of flipping the sphere and asking people of contemporary time to sit in front of his camera and document them. So there's this really interesting use of tool and power in which he's sort of reversing that, especially in the 21st century. So I think it's, and then he gives you a piece of photo of you, which is kind of a fun little token as a reference. So he's located right at the front of the old Dragonfly. The next piece you'll come across is called is Axel Contemporary. They're from Santa Fe, and they have an installation piece called Potato. Potato is one of our participatory pieces, and so everyone has an opportunity. They actually told me they picked up 80 pounds of organic potatoes on their way here in Chimayo, and people are asked to come in and cut a potato in half and carve it. And it's reminiscent of childhood and having fun and carving a stamp out of the potato. And then they have a series of different colored herbs, and so turmeric and red chili. And you're given 2 pieces of paper, and you're asked to make a piece of artwork and stamp it. One's going to go on the truck as a display for the paseo. The other you get to take to your home.
This particular painting is Our Lady of Remedies, who heals the wounds of the conquest. And the wounds of the conquest are still bleeding in these Americas. That's her specialty. It's my daughter's phase. And these are some of the shrines, the many shrines and temples that are built in her honor throughout the Americas. And she's dispensing healing. And she heals trauma. So here are a couple of vets with a dove of peace, because that's what they need. Someone getting out of a wheelchair. And here's a child who brought their little dog.
Did you get your passports here?
These look like has a rock.
Oh, that's cool.
So next along our trip is projecting particles. This is our poster artist for the paseo. His name is Marcus Dorginger, or otherwise known as Maki. He's from Austria, and he's come to Taos to do he does projection. He's part of a group called Tag Tool, and they're an emerging group of artists who are taking projection and participatory projection, if you will. So he's worked with students at a workshop here in Taos while he was here, and they created projection pieces through an iPad with their fingers and drawing. And at 7 o'clock, they will have a live performance of the student work. And then at 7:30, he will do his live display. It's going to be projected onto the Presbyterian Church, which I think is going to be an incredible opportunity to see an overlap of history as well as sort of contemporary art. And so check that out. And then at the very end, after you get an opportunity to go up and play yourself with this projection. So I kind of call it like a fluid graffiti, because you really can go through there. If anyone saw the Congos concert last night, he was throwing some projections on the big white truck. And so you see the very playful animations of projection.
I used to collect the bikes.
So number 6, Universal Humanity. So this is from Wise Fool in Penasco Theater. There are other local artists out of Penasco, and they have, as you know, they do circus, they do puppetry, as well as acrobatics. So what they brought in today is a smaller piece of their larger installation. And they're doing a roaming piece They're working themselves all around the Kit Carson Park, so it's a sort of a meditative piece with music. So be sure to step into the park and catch them on their journey as they move around the park.
Here's my other little project. The poster board.
Oh, do that again, Vanna.
So there's a website.
Next is Felipa Valente with her filtered transparencies. So she's also located in the park. She's closer to the TCA entrance, and she's an architect, formerly from Los Angeles, and she is working with a night piece, so it's in the evening. And what she built, David could probably help me talk more about this. This is David Mapes on our board. He this is a night piece, so it'll take place with projection. And I'm not quite sure exactly what's going to happen, but it's interactive video projections on transparent fabric. So when you go down there, you'll see these large boxes. She came in about 2 days ago and built this piece in Taos, and they moved it over on site this morning. So and the projectors will be set up by tonight, and everyone's asked to really move or work with the piece. It's more of an immersive visual experience, as she says. So you'll go down, you'll get a little taste, and then come back at night. It's a really beautiful installation as it is.